When self-interest supersedes public service, society collapses under the weight of corruption. Coming up. Well, Naledi Pandor has ultimately spoken against Cyril Ramaphosa's leadership and also about an opening speech during national dialogue that Cyril made. You remember this speech by Cyril?
Why do the women of South Africa fear us as men in the streets, in the classrooms, and even in our homes? We need to ask ourselves those questions. We also need to ask ourselves, why do so many people live in abject poverty and so few live lives of opulence? Why, after decades of democracy, are the prospects of a white child so much better than those of a black child? We need to ask ourselves that. We also need to ask ourselves, why do women get paid less than men for the same work? That's what we need to ask ourselves. Now, we also must go deeper and ask ourselves why, when we have a Bill of Rights in our Constitution, are the LGBTQI plus people still discriminated against? Why are they still stigmatized and harassed? Why do clinics run out of medicine? Are questions that we must ask ourselves. And why do taps run dry? These are some of the questions that we must be willing to ask and which we must be prepared to find answers for.
Yep. During Gertrude Shope's Memorial Lecture, Naledi Pandor lambasted Cyril Ramaphosa's leadership and criticizing him on that very same speech that Cyril Ramaphosa made on national dialogue. Listen to Naledi Pandor here.
People would ask Comrade Jesse Duarte a question in regional meetings. Our clinic is not functioning. And she'd say, who do you expect to make it function, comrade? You are ANC, you live here. You are the leadership. There should not be a non-functioning clinic if there's an ANC branch. There should not be a school without stationery if there's an ANC branch. There should not be an area which runs out of water and has crooks delivering water in trucks if there's an active ANC branch. There should not be criminals who steal electricity wiring if we have an ANC branch. If we know our communities as branch leaders and branch members, we know who the tsotsis are and we will call them out. It is the only way we can defeat them. Comrades, we're confronting very serious problems. All of them require a strong African National Congress. There is nothing worse in an organization or in a country than a leader who has no solution. We can't be asking someone else, how do we solve this? The people are looking to us to resolve it.
Yep, that's Naledi Pandor for you, ladies and gentlemen. But now what shocks me, guys, in her speech is when she mentioned a dysfunctional healthcare systems that is being caused by ANC, and she also mentioned water tank mafias. Obviously, we all know that's being caused by the ANC in the municipalities. She mentioned all that, and I'm like, wow, she knows about these things. And the question is, why is she quiet about this? Why is she only mentioning these things now that she got this platform of the memorial lecture? Why has she been quiet all these years? I'm very shocked by that. And not only her, even Colin Malachi, guys. Colin Malachi, recently, he is criticizing ANC and he is shooting ANC like you won't believe it.
We won't blame the people of South Africa for putting the ANC at 40%. We must blame ourselves as the leaders for not giving them a reason not to put the ANC at 40%. If in BGMs of the ANC, you beat each other up, you elect councillors who are drunkards, you put mayors who can't even read council agendas, you put municipal managers who are criminals, you protect forums of criminals, you protect corruption. Who is going to vote for an organization that is stealing from the poor?
But a few weeks ago, this is the very same guy who defended ANC against General Mkhwanazi. You remember those explosive allegations from General Mkhwanazi? You remember what Malachi said in defense of the ANC?
Days of statements and populism have ended. If he has got evidence on them, he must arrest them. We're not a country of lawlessness. We don't want statements. We don't want press briefings. We want people to be arrested. If you are doing crime, you're putting drugs in our country, you're working with criminals, arrest them. We don't want commissioners that are becoming politicians. We want commissioners that act. His role as a commissioner of police is to arrest those who do crime. Now, we don't want him to be a pop star. If he wants to contest politics, he must come to branches of the ANC and contest. But if he wants to be a commissioner, he must arrest those who do crime. We don't want statements, we want arrests.
And of course, Malachi is singing a different tune altogether now, lambasting and criticizing ANC. He's just telling us something that we've been telling them, something that we've been complaining about for years. Not only him, Malusi Gigaba, Senzo Mchunu, they are all coming out now. And the question is, why now? Why now, really? Why now? We've been complaining about these things for years, guys. Does it have anything to do with the fact that obviously Cyril now is approaching the end of his term? Now they're starting now to position themselves for the next president. Why are they criticizing Cyril and the ANC? Now, why now? So late. All of them. What do you think about these guys? So I'm very shocked to know that Naledi Pandor knows about the state of our healthcare facilities and the water tank mafias that are terrorizing our country and, of course, our townships. I'm very shocked. And the question, as I've been saying, why now? Why is she talking? Why she's been quiet about these things all these years? Because the water tank mafias are not starting. They haven't just started yesterday. They've been there for quite some time. Why were they all quiet about this? And why are they talking now? What do you think? Let me hear your comment below, of course, guys. And if you're coming for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.